Khris, Pat. I guess I'll just start with their first quarter 16-point lead to start the second. You guys are on the court. Giannis is on the bench. What that 21-5 run there? What was happening? What turn? What kind of? I know Drew was really involved. But what did you both kind of see in that early part of the second quarter there?
Just playing a little bit faster. Definitely helped with a couple more stops. Limit some of their threes. But yeah, I think definitely playing faster, moving it side to side a little bit more helped us out.
Pat, can you guys speak to Monty called timeout there when you guys went on an 11-3 run? That's not usual, I would have guessed, for Bud to not put Giannis back in the game for 6 minutes, so to speak. So what was that kind of like, I guess, that feel, that vibe, where Bud's just kind of like, this group is rolling, so let's just kind of go with it?
Yeah, I think Coach has a feel for it every game. We have lineups that, are in rhythm and making runs, and he kind of lets us ride. Oftentimes Giannis is in the game for those runs, but it just shows that, we got a true team, and we have Giannis's back just like he has our back. And, we were moving the ball, we were playing defense, we were doing things that Bucks basketball does. So it doesn't really matter who's on the floor for it.
Question from Eric up front.
I know maybe it doesn't look as spectacular as Giannis's block, but that steal by Drew is something where I just want to ask you, what did you see, and kind of what are you thinking as he's dribbling down the other way?
I kind of saw the tail end of it. I just seen him I just saw the last play of the rip it out of his hands. And once it's a loose ball, most time Drew's going to get it. He's got great instincts, great hands. And then once he's on the fast break with Giannis, I feel like we got, good chances with either one finishing.
I think that was like the third time he had just ripped somebody clean in that game. Just what have you gotten to know about Drew? I know you guys knew going in, he's a great defender and that's what you're adding to this team, but just what did you see this year and kind of get to like a better feel for what Drew can really bring?
Yeah, I saw it in Portland when he was in New Orleans and we got swept in the first round. Just the way that he defends on a nightly basis, the way that he's able to do it in different ways. He's physical, he's quick, he's strong, he's got a lot of things to him. He's got quick hands. So, it was first team all defensive play. It was a defensive play of the year. It was, it just kind of shows we're built on defense. The last two games, we've had a big defensive stop to kind of push us over the hump, and they've been made by the two guys who are first team all defense.
Ben up front.
How much are you guys aware of the, Bucks in 6 mantra that Bucks fans have kind of adopted this year? And what's it mean that you guys are going home for the chance to win in 6 games?
Yeah, we don't really care if it's Bucks in whatever. We just want it to be Bucks, right? So, I think it's been great to rally the fan base. I think they've actually had it for a few years. So it's been a cool thing to hear and see. But at the end of the day, we go out there every single night trying to win, try to represent the city of Milwaukee to the best of our ability. And we got to do it again. The job's not done. It was a great win tonight. And, we had each other's backs, and there was ebbs and flows to the game that, I think really brought us together and shows that we can fight through adversity. But we still got one more.
Malika.
Nice shirt, Pat. Khris, I have 2 for you, even though you again came up with a partner. First, you've had big individual nights in this series. Giannis has had big individual nights. Pat's come up with clutch shots, but to have you, Drew, Giannis, Pat, all kind of get going at the same time, what does that do, and what helped you find that extra gear?
Just makes everything more balanced. For sure, it makes life easier on everybody, knowing that we play together. We have everybody clicking on all cylinders. We're tough to guard. And then on defensive side, we're always we can click, we can switch. We know how to have each other's back. But when we're all playing well, we're one of the best teams for sure.
And you've so clearly left it out there these last 2 games, especially. There was a moment in the fourth that kind of reminded me of that image of Jimmy Butler where you were just draped over the side. What for you this next day before getting ready for the biggest game of your career, what does that look like in terms of recovery and how you're currently feeling?
Just a lot of fluids. I was just cramping a little bit, something that I've been going through a lot. Just got to play through it, drink a lot of fluids, stay with my recovery plan, just leave it all out there, like you said.
Sleep well.
Yeah.
Tim on the left.
for both of you guys, obviously that play at the end was a pretty spectacular play from Drew, but he hit shots, in that second quarter, really throughout the game. You guys have been talking all series about you were waiting for him to kind of have a breakout game. How good did it feel to kind of see him get going early and kind of spark that comeback in the second quarter?
It was great. One of the things we talk about all the time in our locker room is aggressive Drew. When he's aggressive, he's one of the tougher point guards to handle. His size, athleticism, his skill set. He could do so many things on the court when he's aggressive, as far as getting to the paint, hitting shots like we saw tonight, and then finding guys. He's a balanced player and a really skilled player that we're lucky to have.
Over to Peter on Zoom.
Next question will be from Mark Schwarz.
For both of you guys, Pat, you broke down what his credentials as a defender and defensive team, but what about the instincts, both of the strip and then of what he did after he stripped it?
Yeah, I mean, it's who he is. He's a winner. He makes winning plays. Their defense, their offense, they're all over the court. He's a great teammate off the court. He's a great teammate on the court. His skill set, like Khris said, his strength, his athleticism. But that was an instinctual play. He saw time score. He saw D-Book trying to go downhill, and on the spin, he just had the ability to hand-eye coordination, find the ball, rip it, and then understand the time and score on the other side. Come down. There's a lot of guys that would dribble it out and try to waste more time, but he knew the time, he knew the score, and he knew, a bucket would kind of be a backbreaker, and he threw it to where there may only be one or two individuals in the world that could get it.
Question from
Khris,
Eric
can you
on the
follow
right.
up on that?
You said me?
You said you follow up on it?
Oh, yeah. The same way, I guess, Pat really described it. He has great instincts. Going against him, he's a tough cover. He anticipates moves, knows what you like to do. And then, like I said before, on the offensive end, he's strong. You feel that strength on the defensive side, too. He's quick. And like I said, he studies the game. They're on the offensive break. Like I said, he's one of the best finishers in the game at, his position, but he's also one of the better playmakers also in reading, who to throw it to, whether to fake it and go or just throw it up to Giannis.
Eric.
Khris, what did you see when they started to send that double to you on? It felt like every pick and roll like that double was coming pretty hard. How did you feel like you guys handled it as the game went on?
Yeah, they've been doing that, randomly throughout the series. My job is, once I see two on me, find that open guy, let them make the rest of the plays. That's all my job is. Once I see two, is just, to give it up to the open guy and let them attack.
We talked a lot about Drew, but also it felt like Giannis kind of had that composure where either he was going to beat him off the bounce, he was going to get to his turnaround. Like, just what did you see from him? It felt like kind of like a complete offensive performance from him.
No, yeah, he did a great job. The same randomness with the traps on the pick and rolls. They double teamed him randomly on the block throughout the game, and a couple times during the season. He's been doing a great job of knowing when he can sometimes beat it, knowing when they are coming and find that outlet out, and letting us attack on the backside, and then also knowing when they're not coming. He's done a great job for sure.
Jim to the right.
Khris, this won't show up in the box score, but I'm just curious. So after Khris got within one with that layup to make it 120, 119, and you had to call timeout. And then Drew gets the ball up with 5 seconds on the shot clock. I guess you guys really haven't been in that kind of spot since Brooklyn, where there was that kind of confusion there. So you guys talk about getting better and stuff like that. How important was that of just court awareness, clock awareness, knowing where, you know what I mean? And I know it ended up in a missed shot coming out of it to set up that steal, but I would imagine those few seconds were.
For sure. That's one of the main things we talked about coming out of the timeout is, when we run out play, knowing that we have 5 seconds on the shot clock. The first, second, and third option wasn't there. Drew did a great job recognizing that he just got to put it up, get a shot attempt up, at least give us a chance for him to make it, an offensive rebound. If not, at least we got a shot up and just get back on defense, basically.
Even for you, timeout, right? I'm sure you're looking for your shot to not either try to force it out or put. Yeah,
I've had a couple bad turnovers, throughout my career for sure. Throughout this season, I can't remember this postseason, but knowing that I don't have a clean shot, I don't trust my passes in the deep corner. Don't want to give a breakaway layup to somebody. Just stay calm, stay composed, knowing that we have a timeout or two left.
Final question on Zoom.
Next question will be from Davide.
Hey guys, this is for either one of you. How much the experience you guys had in the past 2 years and in these playoffs help you prepare for this moment?
Yeah, I think fighting through adversity. The last few years, obviously, which I've said a few times, we were the best team in the league during the regular season. And when adversity hit in the playoffs, we weren't able to really get through it. I think this year we learned from some adversity that hit in the regular season and throughout these playoffs when adversity has hit, whether it be over the course of the series, whether it be over a course of an individual game, a quarter, whatever it might be. We've come together even stronger. We've had each other's backs even more. We've made sure that we've made the plays together, both offensively and defensively. And I think, that's what championship caliber basketball is all about. It's about having each other's backs. Adversity is going to hit at some point in time, but how do you respond to it? How do you respond to it individually? And how do you respond to it collectively to try to put us in a position to win?